Imagine spending your entire working life doing everything right. You paid your taxes, raised a family, and played strictly by the rules. Now, you are looking at a retirement budget of just $31,000 a year from the age pension. But at the exact same time, capital city rents are hitting a staggering $800 a week. The financial math simply falls apart. My name is Stan, and I spend my time analysing numbers and economic trends to find smart ways out of financial traps. If you want to discover how to make your money work harder, hit that subscribe button right now. This harsh reality has driven thousands of everyday Australians to pack their bags and leave their lifelong homes behind. They are relocating to Southeast Asian destinations like Thailand, Bali, Vietnam, and Malaysia. These expats are not wealthy jet-setters. Instead, they are ordinary retirees who realise that by boarding a 6-hour flight, their purchasing power instantly multiplies by 3 to 5 times. First, let us look at the underlying driver of this trend. Severe cost of living pressures are currently hitting older Australians harder than most. According to industry standards, achieving a comfortable lifestyle in 2026 demands roughly $54,800 annually for a single person, and upwards of $77,000 for a couple. Meanwhile, the standard single-age pension delivers approximately $1,200 every fortnight, which amounts to just $31,200 a year. That is barely half of what is required for comfort. If you are trying to lease a property in a major hub like Sydney, where the median rent sits at $800 weekly, the pension is completely swallowed up by housing alone. It leaves absolutely nothing for groceries, utilities, or medical bills. And that is why roughly 90,000 Australians now collect their pensions while living abroad. It is a demographic that is expanding rapidly. Now here is an overlooked fact. You can establish a permanent life overseas without losing your Australian age pension. There is no requirement to remain in the country, nor do you need to maintain Australian tax residency, as long as you have accumulated at least 10 years of Australian residency with a continuous block of 5 years, and you submit your paperwork before departing. Your retirement payments will follow you across the globe. While certain localized supplements like rent assistance and the energy supplement stop after 6 weeks abroad, the fundamental pension distribution continues to arrive in your account regardless of your geographic location. When looking at where people are choosing to settle, Thailand stands out as the premier destination, particularly the northern hub of Chiang Mai. This region offers a far milder climate than Bangkok, exceptional cuisine, top-tier medical facilities, and a thriving expatriate network. A comfortable monthly budget for a single retiree here, encompassing a modern apartment, frequent dining out, and private medical coverage, ranges from 50,000 to 90,000 Thai baht. In local currency terms, that translates to approximately 2,200 to 3,900 Australian dollars. It is a stark contrast to the financial struggle of surviving in Melbourne or Sydney on the same funds. Navigating the legalities is also relatively straightforward. Thailand offers a dedicated retirement visa for individuals over 50. This pathway requires either a deposit of 800,000 baht in a local bank, which is about 34,500 Australian dollars, or documented proof of a monthly income reaching at least 65,000 baht, or roughly 2,800 Australian dollars. Meanwhile, Bali, Indonesia, is another deeply popular choice for older Australians who have vacationed there for decades. The Indonesian retirement visa is accessible to individuals aged 55 and older. It requires either a monthly income of $3,000 or a $50,000 deposit held in an Indonesian state-owned bank. The cost of living in Bali can vary based on personal taste, but a premium lifestyle featuring a private villa, a scooter, fresh local ingredients, and regular meals out generally runs between 1,500 and 2,500 Australian dollars per month. Further north, Malaysia offers an incredibly compelling alternative, especially the island of Penang. The nation boasts widespread English proficiency, a stellar healthcare infrastructure, and a world-renowned culinary culture. The primary visa pathway, known as Malaysia My Second Home, operates on a tiered structure of silver, gold, and platinum levels. The silver tier provides the easiest access, though applicants must still secure a fixed deposit of roughly $150,000 alongside proof of offshore income. While the financial entry barrier is noticeably higher, the resulting quality of life is exceptional. Monthly expenses for a comfortable existence typically land between 1,200 and 2,200 Australian dollars. Next, Vietnam has recently emerged as an unexpected competitor in the retirement space. Coastal cities like Da Nang and Hoi An offer beautiful beaches, low-cost dining, and expanding expat communities. The primary challenge here is the lack of a formal retirement visa framework. To manage this, most retirees utilize 90-day e-visas costing $25 each, executing brief border trips to renew their status. Despite the administrative upkeep, many find it a worthwhile compromise when total monthly living costs can comfortably sit below 1,000 Australian dollars. Meanwhile, the Philippines actively caters to retirees through its specialized resident retiree visa, which is custom-built for foreigners. For those aged 50 or older, the visa requires a $10,000 deposit and roughly $1,500 in processing fees. This paves the way for a highly affordable lifestyle in cities like Dumaguete or Cebu for between $1,000 and $1,800 Australian dollars a month. Now let us analyse the foundational math. The capital required to fund a life in Asia is remarkably achievable. If your desired lifestyle costs $2,000 Australian dollars a month, your annual requirement sits at $24,000. For an individual receiving the full Australian age pension of roughly $31,200, that income alone completely funds your expenses, leaving a surplus of over $7,000 a year for travel or an emergency fund. But what if you want to retire early before reaching pension age? Then the numbers remain incredibly favourable. Applying the standard 4% wealth withdrawal rule, an investment portfolio of $600,000 is all that could be required to safely generate $24,000 annually. This is a mere fraction of the $1.5 to $2 million typically recommended by financial planners for a traditional retirement back home, making Southeast Asia a genuine mathematical shortcut to early financial independence. Crucially, your accumulated superannuation remains fully accessible when moving abroad. Once you reach your preservation age and satisfy a standard condition of release, you can draw from your super from anywhere on Earth, either through lump sum distributions or an account-based pension stream routed directly into your Australian bank account. For individuals over the age of 60, these withdrawals are typically tax-free from an Australian perspective. The vital step is structuring your superannuation approach completely before moving, because coordinates become significantly more difficult to manage once you lack direct access to local financial advisors. Of course, long-term planning must account for critical practicalities. With healthcare being the most vital, Australia maintains no reciprocal medical agreements with Southeast Asian nations, meaning Medicare provides zero coverage the moment you depart. To navigate this, private international health insurance is essential, and securing a policy before developing pre-existing conditions is highly recommended. A retiree in their early 60s can expect to allocate between $1,500 and $3,000 annually for comprehensive coverage. This gives them access to world-class private facilities like Bangkok's Bumrungrad Hospital, which manages over 1 million patients a year. Beyond medical care, retirees must budget for currency fluctuations, as a dipping Australian dollar reduces local purchasing power. There is also the emotional toll of distance. Being away from lifelong friends, children, and grandchildren can create a deep sense of isolation over time. And that is why anyone drawn to this concept should execute a trial run of 1 to 3 months first, renting a local property, exploring the neighbourhoods, and connecting with the existing expat community allows you to truly test the lifestyle before making a permanent commitment. Relocating to Asia is definitely not the right choice for everyone. But for a growing number of Australians facing an unaffordable domestic landscape, it represents the single most effective financial move they can make.